Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I'm finally going to get around to reviewing this foundation right here. This is the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. Some of you guys have been asking if I was going to review this one, and let me tell you off the bat, I've had it for like 2 weeks now and I've used it a couple times. It just doesn't seem to sit right on my skin, or better yet, it sits on top of my skin. So I wanted to show you guys how it looks. I've used it with this sponge a couple times and it doesn't work. I've used it with this sponge a couple times and it still does the same thing. So today I bought a brand new sponge. This is the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. So hopefully maybe with a new sponge it'll work. But yeah, I wanted to at least do this video so you guys can see how it looks. I'm not gonna do a wear test because I've honestly haven't even been past that phase where I put it on. I literally put it on and I think it looks horrible, so I immediately take it off. So having said that, watch this review with an open mind. And if you guys have been wanting to try this out, I know it's finally out in a lot of stores, whereas when I bought it, it was only available, I think, online. So now you guys can get your hands on it, and I think that's why I'm getting more and more questions about it. Alright, I'm going to give you guys the claims for this foundation before we start putting it on. It's vegan and formulated without talc, parabens, formaldehyde, phthalates, mineral oil, sulfates, fragrances. So if you have like super sensitive skin, you would think that this would be a great option. It's supposed to blur imperfections, even out skin tone. It has a sheer buildable coverage and it gives you instant all-day hydration. It's supposed to have a dewy finish, which at this point I'm not really concerned about dewy finishes. I feel like certain foundations that have a dewy claim tend to sit really nicely on my skin and they look really nicely throughout the day. So that's why I wasn't really opposed to using this one. These are the primers that I like, and these are the primers that I have used with this foundation. Typically, if it's a dewy foundation, I'll prep my skin accordingly with like some mattifying primers or something like that, so that at least I have that underneath to control a little bit of the oil, considering that it's going to be a dewy foundation on my skin. Maybe it's the primers that don't mesh well with this foundation. So today I just moisturized my skin with an SPF moisturizer, and that's all that's on my face. I'm not going to use any of these primers, so I'll put those back. Sorry if I'm out of breath, guys. I'm officially in my 3rd trimester and I can barely talk. Alright, I got mine in the shade medium tan, and this is how the bottle looks like. Really nice packaging. I really like what they did with the pink. The shade works pretty well, I think, in my opinion. You guys will see how it applies. It's just the way it sits on my skin. I don't know. So let's put this on, shall we? And you know what? I know Allie Glines also tested it, and there was a point in the video where I almost thought she was gonna agree with me. She said that there were spots on her skin that looked like the foundation was just kind of sitting on top of it, and then she kind of just like change the subject. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like the foundation just sits on top of my skin. So let's show you guys. So there's a foundation right there. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks because I can already tell that it's doing it again. And this is with no primer on, okay? You see this spot right here? There's a lot more of that around here, except they're smaller, but that one's huge. I don't know if there's just like particles in the foundation that's causing that, but then you could see it there too. There. It's just almost like the foundation is just literally sitting on the skin and it doesn't look good. And that's why I've decided I just don't like this foundation. It's not even worth putting all over the face because it's something that you notice right away. I don't know if I got like a dud, but I don't think so. I just think this formulation isn't all that great. I don't know, guys. I mean, this is a foundation that I'm just not even looking forward to doing a review, like a wear test, because of how not nice it looks from the get-go. So if you guys were wondering whether you guys should buy it or not, I personally wouldn't recommend you trying it. But if you guys want to try it, at least maybe find a sale, and if you don't like it, then end up returning it. I might end up returning it regardless because it's not a nice one. If you guys still want to try it, the shade that I got, I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning, it's medium tan, so that's a good shade, but it just doesn't sit well on top of the skin. And for that reason, I'm not going to go into reviewing it like a full-on wear test because it just doesn't look good. Hopefully this review helps you in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully the camera was able to pick up the dryness or like how it sits on top of the skin. This one is a no-go for me. The next video that I'm working on, I am actually really excited about because I got a whole bunch of high-end makeup items that I got. Somebody gave me a gift card for Nordstrom and I went ham with makeup. And I finally bought, I'm just gonna show you guys. Dun, 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 dun. I finally bought the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Not gonna share the shade yet. I'm gonna apply it in front of the camera and show you guys everything. But I got kind of like a full face of high-end products, so that is the next video for you guys. Hopefully you guys are excited about that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.